Now the 5 o'clock deadline has come and gone for members of Sleeps to move out of the Morse Free Speech Plaza, and police have moved in within the last hour to clear the scene. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Templeman.
And I'm Renee McCullough. Lane County Commissioners voted to clear and temporarily close the scene. KEZI 9 News reporter Na Nguyen is live tonight in downtown Eugene with our top story at 6 o'clock. Na?
Now, Renee and Matt, things have gotten pretty tense over the last hour. Jennifer mentioned earlier that around 5 o'clock, Lane County Public Works put up the barricades that you see right here, and then Eugene police officers followed soon after and put up the red tape. But that hasn't stopped protesters from being inside the plaza. I don't know if you can hear, but they're actually chanting right now. We can't quite see from this angle. I think our photographer is going to try and come in, but police are in there with at least, we've been told, 3 to 4 people not wanting to leave the scene. And all of this is happening right now because of a decision earlier today during the Lane County Commissioners meeting. Now the meeting took more than 3 hours before the board finally moved to close the plaza in response to the growing public concerns, including health and safety concerns. Now the closure extends to the county-owned land around the plaza, as well as the nearby Butterfly parking lot. And while public health and safety concerns were a major motivator, issues of liability and public access were also related factors. Now, despite that, opponents to closure argued it's just a way to keep them quiet, but some questioned that response.
I do not understand the free speech zone issue. America is a free speech zone. So why do they keep saying they can't speak if they don't have this little area to talk at?
Now, during that same meeting, the board also voted to start the process of amending county ordinances to apply some permanent restrictions on the use of the free speech area in the plaza, such as a ban on camping in the area. Now that action comes back up for discussion on September 17th. Now the county will be using this closure as a way to effectively clean the area, and that could last up to about a week. After that, the plaza will be opened back up, but will be closed from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning every day. Now, I hope everybody will stay tuned from 6:30 to 11 o'clock. KEZI 9 News reporter Jennifer Richardson is actually out over at the plaza, so she will have more on that during those newscasts.
Now, can you give us an idea tonight of how many protesters are still out there and maybe how many police officers are out there too?
Well, last we checked, for sure we know that within the plaza there are probably about 3 to 4 protesters that remained, but there's still a good group of people. I don't know if you can I'm actually going to step out of the shot so you can take a look. If you look around the plaza, there's still several tents in there or around the area, and you could see people lined up against the barricades. While they're not inside the plaza, there's still a good group of them outside.
And just to clarify, those tents that we see right there behind you and those people standing there, they will not be allowed to stay in that area tonight.
No, they are not allowed. Like I was mentioning earlier, it's not just the plaza that's closed off. That area where you see the camps, the tent set up now is actually supposed to be closed off as well. And right across the street, you can't see it now, but the area, there's a parking lot here. That whole section is also fenced and barricaded off.
Also, what about the citations? Are people facing arrest or simply a citation?
Right now, when they were there earlier, they hadn't yet issued the citations. They were trying to get them to leave. As far as we know, they're supposed to just be issuing the citations, but it looks like they might be arresting people if they continue to refuse to leave the plaza.
Okay. Well, since tense situation continue to develop, I'm sure, in the next couple of hours. All right.
Na Nguyen reporting live. Thank you, Na.